Hey everybody. Can people see the screen? Can you hear? I have been on. Oh yes. Finally, you can hear the sound and you can see the screen. Thank you, Albert. Thank you, Kalimbaverse. Okay. I'm going to be starting soon. Hi, Maricore. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it so much. I am so nervous. I think I'm... yes. Usually you practice and you play until you think you got it like 100%. But sometimes when it's time for a live performance, you only achieve less than 100%. You gotta discount some. Ronald, can I check that you can hear us? That you can hear me? Could you hear me? The sound repeats itself? How? Oh. Let me see. Maybe if I mute... Can I mute something? Okay. Is it better now? Can you check? Oh, very clear? Wow. You can hear me clearly, so there's no repeat sound? So I was just asking... Is it clear? Not clear? It repeats? Oh, that's strange. Okay. So everybody can hear me really clear. So that's really good. Yeah, because my kids are watching on the other room and oh, no repeat sound for us. Okay, great. Thank you so much. Okay, so hello everybody. I am Saren Koo and ta-da, that's me. And if you are a Kalimba kid, I will be your teacher on this channel. And you can call me Miss Koo. And welcome to the Youth Chromatic Kalimba live debut show. And some of you are Kalimba players and YouTubers, and yay! Thank you so much for making it. And if you are here and you don't know what a Kalimba is, I want to thank you too. Thank you for coming to support me. It really means a lot to me that you're curious about what is this instrument. So what is a kalimba? So it's actually a percussion instrument, and within the subset of percussion, it's in the lamellophone category. So a musical instrument that makes a sound with a lamella. So that means a thin vibrating plate. And some people call it a lingua or a tongue. So a tongue. And it is fixed on one end and it's free on the other end. So striking the free end is what makes it sound. And there are many lamellophones in many parts of Africa. And in the 1950s, Mr. Hugh Tracy was an ethnomusicologist studying African instruments. And he took the concept of traditional lamellophones and he combined it with the Western diatonic scale. So here he is. So you might not be able to hear him so well.
We call them the hand piano because we haven't got a name for them. They call them, of course, likembe or mbira. As a matter of fact, there are dozens of names. You find them all over the place. This one comes from Zambezi, this from southern Rhodesia, this one up here. That's central Tanganyika.
This video is from the 1950s.
I made myself, and you will hear.
That's the kalimba that he made.
These have all sorts of tunings, pentatonic tunings, 5-note, 6-note, 7-note tunings, all different according to tribes. And they don't sound anything like ours. You see, that's quite English, you might say. You can even play Mr. Bach, shall we say, a bit of Bijou Joy, if I can play it. Oh, no, I'm just learning myself. Wait a bit.
That's the 17-key kalimba.
You recognize it?
Yay! So that is the 17-key kalimba. I think it was made in maybe 1954, and that was a video of Hugh Tracy himself showing different instruments, and he said that the tuning is quite different, and these African traditional lamellophones, they have all sorts of tunings, all different according to tribes, and it doesn't sound anything like ours, and he's referring to what he made. And so that is the 17-key kalimba from the 1950s, and these are replicas today. So the international kalimba industry starts to evolve. So since the 1950s, there are various kalimba makers in Europe and in the Americas, and they were crafting kalimbas. And Hugh Tracy patents last about 20 years. And so the other makers usually come up with their own arrangement. So it could be low here, high here. They have different arrangements of it. And the music for kalimbas at that time, they emphasized on improvisation, on polyrhythms, and on acoustics of the instrument. So an acoustic effect that you can do is with the vibrato on the back holes, and you can do a wah-wah effect on the front holes. So, and on the back holes. Like that. So those are the acoustics that people focus on, and there are all types of different resonators that they try to have acoustical effects on it. And then there was a change in the kalimba movement from the 2010s. So Hugh Tracy's patent has expired, and now low-cost mass production is coming from Asia, so much of it from China, reproducing Hugh Tracy's original 17-key design, like this bamboo box kalimba that I have in my hand. And the mass producers were facing a lot of problems with the quality of the box kalimbas that they produce. And so flat board kalimbas, like this one, became more popular. It's more heavily promoted by the Chinese. And because a good box kalimba would need good sound engineering, and the flat board, you see it's just a flat board, it would avoid it completely. And hence the flat board kalimba is a solid piece with no holes. So it's safe to say that ever since the kalimba movement from the East, so flat boards have become the most popular type of kalimba today. And the type of music that is played on a kalimba now is mass appeal. So from improvisation, now we play cover songs. From polyrhythms, now we have popular melodies. And so the 3 points together with YouTube fuel a boom in the kalimba movement today. So 17 keys used to be more than enough for the range of the instrument if you are just playing polyrhythms. So here's what a polyrhythm is. So that's like you're playing 2 beats, 3 beats, and when you overlap them, that's a polyrhythm. So with more and more push for more and more range, in came the 21-key kalimba. So let's listen to it. So that's a change and a push towards a bigger and bigger range, and then to chromatic as well. So another new change between these two groups is that more emphasis is placed on visual appeal. So the visual appeal, like the YouTube videos made by these two groups, not only sound different, but they look different. So the new group they try to promote an image in their videos and not just music. So like plastic acrylic flatboard kalimbas, they were born out of aesthetic marketing, not out of acoustics. So it's like presenting, it's like it wouldn't make sense to the previous group because it's like showing a plastic violin to a violin maker. But then it's so pretty. It felt like, oh, I have a crystal violin. And so the aesthetic marketing matters a lot more in today's time. And so cute outer shapes, like maybe a cat shape, or like this one, where they cut out different shapes on it. It's more part of the aesthetic marketing today. And I learned after I bought it, because this is my first kalimba, and after I bought it, even though it pleased me aesthetically, it doesn't make any acoustical sense. So the front hole was ineffective and it was quite painful to play. And so this affected my learning in the beginning, and I became dependent on the back holes, and I wish I got one with like a normal sound hole so that I can balance both front and back. So how do I learn to play the kalimba? Well, let's look at the past and present. So long time ago, Hugh Tracy was the one making this style of kalimbas, right? And Hugh Tracy and his son Andrew Tracy, they wrote a guidebook that accompanied each Hugh Tracy kalimba. So this is circa 1968 from their guidebook, and it shows the number notation, where number 1 or do is G for them. And so they use number notation, musical alphabet for tuning, and they also use staff notation. So so I felt that it was really interesting that, let me see, that they also teach you how to retune your kalimba. So this was part of the beginner's guidebook that Hugh Tracy had. And so that instead of a G-tone kalimba, you can play in the scale of D, C, F, or B flat, which is an interesting contrast to the present, because the people today, sometimes they get so angry that they have to retune their kalimba to a certain key. And some people, they buy a A-tone kalimba, a B-tone kalimba, and a C-tone kalimba of the same 17 keys, same brand, just to avoid retuning. So that there is a contrast, and because in the past, it seems like retuning your kalimba is like the normal thing. So Andrew Tracy also provided songs in his guidebook, and all of the songs in his guidebook were in staff notation. More staff notation. Let's take a look at how kalimba is taught today. So today there is number notation, which goes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 0 being the rest. Dot would be the octave marker, and the lines are the rhythm markers. So it looks like this. So all the numbers. And this is the common way to read notes in China as well. The musical alphabet was for chords and for tuning, and for this you use A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And there is now Kalimba tabulature, or K-tabs, which was invented by Mark Holdaway in 2004. So this is what tabs look like that. So you can see tables, it's a column, and then you just read the table line by line. And that's why it's called tabs, because it comes from the word, or tabulature, it comes from the word table. So number notation and alphabet notation are not tabs, so don't mislabel them. So if there's no table, it's not tabs. So what do you think? What do you think, guys? What do you think is missing from the Kalimba, from teaching Kalimba today compared to Hugh Tracy's time? What do you think is missing? So this is how it's taught today, right? Am I lagging? Okay, the answer is that today people are not teaching in staff notation. So they teach number, they teach alphabet, and they teach tabs. Whereas in the past, it used to be in staff notation. So that's the difference. And Kalimba Kids, my channel, hopes to bring this back. So before I give you a sample Kalimba Kids lesson, I just want to say congratulations. You now know a lot about the history of the Kalimba. The moose hole, Pauline. Yes, I know. The cat shape. Yes. I really like them too, you know. Oh, thank you, Graceful. Thank you so much. I'm learning heaps. Oh, thank you so much, Albert. Okay. So, I hope that there are things that like really, really amaze you from learning about how the Kalimba has evolved and how it evolved away from staff notation. And I think that there is a lot that staff notation can bring to the understanding of music. And so next I'm going to give you what maybe a sample lesson might be like. And so my lesson is not just for the chromatic kalimba, but also for kids with 17 key kalimbas can also learn from it. So this is really, because it's mass produced, it's at a low price and many people will be able to afford it. And so I'm sure that Kalimba Kids would start with 17 keys and not just the Youth Chromatic Kalimba, which I'm going to introduce later. So let's go. Hi Kalimba Kids. Okay, now I'm pretending that this is a lesson, okay? So hi Kalimba Kids. Last week we learned about the steps where you can climb up and down, like line, space, line, space, line, space, and so on. So if 1 or do is equals to C, then C, D, E, F, G, A, B is do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. And what about, is there a number 8? No, there's no number 8. It goes back to do. So the repeat of the same note, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, it's higher and it's called an octave up. Octopus. Octopus has 8 legs. Octave. It's the 8th step up from any note. So from any note, 1 octave up, it's 8 steps up. Well, for today's lesson, I'm going to teach you a new way to count. So you learn the step sequence, which is like climbing up the steps one by one, like line, space, line, space, line, space, or counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And so many people who are unfamiliar with staff notation and they're still figuring notes out, they are like counting out one step at a time, right? Like do, re, mi, fa. Oh, it's fa. So I'm going to teach you the skip sequence. So when this little girl in the picture grows up, she's going to be running up the stairs 2 steps at a time, right? And she's going to be able to count 10 faster, right? Like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So you can do that with music too, with Miss Koo's music ice cream flavors. So, wow, look at that. 7 ice creams on a cone. And look at the eager faces of the girl, the boy, and the dog. I'm going to name my ice cream recipe after them. The face of a girl, boy, dog. F-A-C-E. That spells face. And G would be for girl, B would be for boy, and D would be for dog. Now, let's build that musical ice cream. F-A-C. That looks like a snowman. More ice cream, please. So F-A-C-E-G-B-D. Oh my gosh! There it is. It's Miss Koo's music ice cream flavors. Now, this recipe works backwards and forwards, just like when you learn the musical alphabet A, B, C, D, E, F, G, it goes back to A. So, down from F would go back to here, and so it should be D. Yes! And you know what? All the notes are in the spaces, and all of the notes are on the left side of your kalimba. What? Okay, let's see. There was a D, and then F-A-C-E-G-B-D. That's the recipe. Okay, wait. Does this recipe also work on the right side? Well, I know that the first note is C. Okay, so C. And if I follow the recipe, the next one should be E. Then the next one should be G. And the next one should be B, D, F, A, C, E. Wow! That is exactly what the 17-key kalimba is on both sides. It's like 2 ice creams. And that the left is in the spaces and the right is on the lines. It's like ice cream with pokey sticks on them, right? Because of all the lines poking through. What do you think, kids? Now when you look at your kalimba, can you see 2 ice creams? The left ice cream and the right ice cream with pokey sticks. So the left is always in the spaces and the right is always on the lines. So it's the same with 21 key kalimbas. Now you can look at any score that you have at home and see if you could play it more quickly. Let me see. Let's look at this one. Prelude in C major. Okay. It has a line, space. So that would be right, left. And then it goes on to left, right, left. That's it. Okay, how about something harder? How about this one? This looks like a big, huge bunch of notes, and it has a squiggly line on the left, which means that it's a glissando. Okay. That means that I will have to glide, and I'll have to glide up. That's what a glissando means. And it's on the line, which means it's on my right. It has a pokey stick. And these 3 are just ice creams. So that's my left and then right. So it will be right, left, right. So that's how I'm going to play this. Right, left, right. Oh, awesome. That's going to be so quick and handy when you learn a new song. And you know what? Even on the 24-key Youth Chromatic Kalimba, it is spaces on the left and pokey sticks on the right. And even on the upper layer, where the sharps are, it is still spaces on the left and lines on the right. Yay! So that's the end of today's lesson. And next time, I'll answer this question. Miss Koo, how do I know which notes have sharps and which don't? And I have a really easy answer for that. So I'll see you next time. Yay! What do you think, guys? Thank you so much. Oh, Mary Cora, thank you. So clever. Thank you. Landmark system. Loving the way you explained it, and the positioning of each time is genius. I know. I felt like, why isn't anybody else teaching it that way? And I felt that Hugh Tracy and Andrew Tracy, they used to teach it, and it makes more sense to bring it back. It actually shows you how to play it. It actually shows you the left and the right. It makes it like there is a connection with your kalimba and the score itself. Like the score is telling you how to play it. So that's really, really cool. So yummy to my knowledge. Hi. Hello. So for kids, I try to just put one main point per lesson, and I try to have imagination and memory tricks. Ice cream appeals to all ages. Yes, thank you so much. And sometimes I will also include quizzes, because I think it helps with their understanding. And so I have like a lot more that I would love to share with you guys. And I actually had to remove a lot of slides today because I was worried that I was taking too long. Let me see. Yeah, I see it's half an hour already. But yeah, I wanted to teach like how do you tell which keys have sharps. So like do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, right? Let me see. So that's one slide that I would love to show you guys. So like this one. Right? Like Miss Koo, how do I remember which notes have sharps and which don't? And so I was like, look at this. Look at the solfege that you learn. Which one has I's in them? Which one ends with the letter I? It's this one and this one, right? And these are the two that do not have sharps. And the rest of them have sharps. In fact, when they have sharps, they have sharp names. So do is the neutral name, and D is the sharp name. Re is the neutral name, Re is the sharp name. Mi already ends with an I. It doesn't have a sharp. Fa is fi, so is si, la is li, ti already ends with I. So T does not have a sharp. So there are many there's a lot of information that I think can really help, because when you move on to the chromatic kalimba, so there are things that you need to understand. And if you do not have a keyboard at home, or you don't have a piano at home, you need a way to know that only certain notes have sharps. Not all the notes have a sharp tine. And that mi sharp is actually fa. So there's a lot of things that I can teach in that way. So let's go back to showtime. Are we ready for a show? Oh, I'm so nervous. I'm going to try my best not to make a mistake. Really, I'll try my best. Okay, let's go. So let's see. Ooh, who's first? Ooh, hi guys. Oh, I'm so scared. Oh, look, it's a blue pufferfish. Oh, I'm so scared. Oh, yes, I can see you are puffing up. Oh, yeah, I get scared a lot. I'm scared a lot, and that's why I puff up. Well, what do you do to help yourself feel better? Well, I try to play a song. Okay, well, do you want to try that out? Okay. Yay! Wow, good job, Blue Puffer. Oh, yes, thank you. I feel so much better. And that was really nice. So in that song, there were some skills that you had, huh? You had trills. So trills is where you played instead of... You play. And a trill is always a note that goes upwards. So you don't trill down, but you trill up instead of. And there were chord inversions. So instead of, we played. So that's a chord inversion. A glissando is where you glide. A chili is where you go from the upper note to the lower note. So the head to the tail. But it's actually one stroke or one chili. Chili, chili. There was an underhook, which means that you went under to E and you hook it. So, and then underhook for this thumb. And a chili glissando is where you combine both and you glissando at the same time. Well, thank you so much. Well, you know what? I think I'm going to take a rest now.
Oh, hey guys!
Oh, hi, Pink Puffer.
Oh, wow! Who's that over there?
Oh, it's Blue Puffer.
I've never seen him before. He's so handsome. Well, I'm going to sing a song.
Oh, okay. Wow, you've just met this, you've just seen this guy for the first time and you're already singing a love song.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that was interesting. In that song, I can hear like arpeggios, which means it's like a set of repeating notes. I could hear octaves. And what else can I hear? I guess I can hear glissandos. Oh yeah, I heard damping, which this is how damping would be written, which means like where you damp the note right away. So that's damping.
Well, oh yes, I really like that song. And I'm so... when I see him, I really like him. Uh-oh! I see a bear. Oh no, he is the weird one who thinks like he's in love with me. Oh no, I gotta swim away. Bye!
Okay, bye. Oh, hello, bear.
Hi.
You know, I've been Pink's best friend for like such a long time, and since we were kids, and now she's like all grown up and she sees a blue pufferfish. Aw, don't feel so sad. Well, what are you doing here anyway? You know, where are you from?
I'm from the 100-acre wood.
The what?
The 100-acre wood. You know, that's where my cousin Winnie the Pooh lives.
Oh, really? Yeah, yes. Let me show you. Oh, wow. I'm not sure. You made a few mistakes here and there. Are you really from the 100-acre wood?
Well, suits you. I said I am.
So, okay, maybe you are from there. Well, thank all of you three for performing today. Yay! Yay! Bow, bow, bow. Yay! So this is the first time the 24-key Youth Chromatic Kalimba is performing. and it's actually a flat board kalimba. So the holes are actually not a real hole, and it's printed on. And there are 24 key kalimbas on the market today, but they are actually different. So I collaborated with them because I really wanted a kalimba at a lower price and something that was easier than the 36 key kalimba. So it's a collaboration between us. And his original design for the 24 key kalimba, right? His original design for the 24 key kalimba, the notes were much higher up and there were only 3 sharps. So in my new arrangement that I arranged with him, there are 9 sharps. So I felt that I wanted something that can properly help kids to start to learn the chromatic system. And I try to make it intuitive. So the current way that kalimbas, chromatic kalimbas are positioned is that they have one Hugh Tracy system, and then they have another Hugh Tracy system on top. And that actually doesn't really work because it's like having 2 different cars at the same time, and instead of one that complements the other. So when you have something that actually makes sense, it makes it easy for you to remember where the notes are, and then it makes the system where I taught you just now, that all the notes are in the spaces on the left and all the notes that are on the lines are on the right. So this follows that system, and the 36 key follows that system as well. And I think that makes it easier to learn than any other chromatic system. So yay, thank you. So feel free to type and ask any questions. I'm just going to play a little bit. Does anybody have any questions? Does anybody have any requests? They are available right now on the Chill Angels website. That's ChillAngels.com. And they are going, in America at least, they are going for $97. Thank you so much, Kalimba UB. You know, when you have a chromatic system for kids, you actually don't want to give them songs that are too hard, right? You just want to play a song and then have them maybe go through the different scales, like this. sorry. It's quite hard to play when there's a camera. So like there's a camera in front of my face and then the kalimba. So sometimes I can't like really see. I have to like tilt my head, and that's why it's harder to play than without a camera. I'm giving myself a challenge right now. Could you play? How often will you do this lesson? I love how it's in bite-sized chunks of knowledge, and many beginners would feel overwhelmed if it was taught too much at once. Well, I don't know, but I would try my best. I don't know how often I can do it. Honestly, I've been struggling with my time, and there are so many things that I have to do. There's, I'm not really able to dedicate as much time as I want to it, but I would try, and I would, yes, I would have to see. I have so many ideas, and I know that there's a lot that I can teach and that I can give, and I really hope that I have that opportunity to do so. Could you play Castle in the Sky? I would try. I've never tried it on this kalimba. I tried. This is the first time I'm playing that song on this kalimba. The song that I've been most interested in is Flight of the Bumblebee. So I've been giving it a try, but with only 2 octaves, sometimes you have to squish it in. So and then I have to repeat that because I have to squish it in. Yeah, that's the right one. Woo, I did it! It's really, really. Oh, I can't believe it. I can't believe I just played it. I thought I wouldn't be able to do it. Thank you so much. So I want to thank everybody for joining me today. I really appreciate it so much. Let's give all of you and our 3 Youth Chromatic Kalimbas a round of applause. Yay! Thank you all, thank you all, thank you all. Okay, have a wonderful night and have a wonderful morning if you're in Asia. I am so glad. Thank you so much for today, for my first Youth Chromatic Kalimba debut show. So please share with someone. I think I should try to edit this video, right? Don't you think I should edit it down? But I really appreciate it so much. I love you guys so much. I have the Kalimbas listed on the Chill Angels website. And that's it. I'll try my best. I hope that I can make everything come true. And I hope all of you have a really great day and a good night. Good night. Bye. Thank you. Thank you, Marycore. Thank you, Albert. Thank you, Kalimba UB. Thank you, Eric Medina. Thank you, Radro Limba. Thank you, Pauline. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you. Thank all of you so much for coming.